Hey guys, what's up? GreenMachineSam back with another video, and today we have another Tennessee Titans franchise video. Now, of course, today we are going into the Super Bowl against the Dallas Cowboys. We are actually heading down to Atlanta to go play in the Super Bowl. They went 13-4 on the season. We went 15-2. Of course, this has a lot of stuff riding on it. Now, I do want to make one thing clear before we get any further. No matter the outcome of this game, will not determine whether or not this franchise continues. I'm planning on doing a Season 4. I'm hoping to get all the way through Season 4 before NCAA comes out, because then my focus will mainly shift towards that game for the first month, mainly because there's about a month time in between when that is out and when Madden is out. I'm going to be spending that first month really focusing on that game and all that fun stuff, especially since I like NCAA. It just adds a different feel than, of course, the regular Madden, of course. So, no matter what happens in this game will not determine whether or not we do move on, from this franchise. I do still need to make some content here and there, just to kind of fill in some things until the new games come out and all that fun stuff. Another thing I do want to say is, unfortunately, we are going to be without Hassan Haskins. That is a big thing for us right now. I went through the practice, and he's the only guy to be missing. And he's only going to be missing 1 week. Now, I will admit, I did hop into the game just to see if we could, override it and force him to play anyway. And I can't, so I will have to IR him, which is unfortunate for us. I do just want to bring in another running back. I don't want to be stuck in a situation where we don't have a running back available to us. I don't think I'm going to bring in anybody special. I might try to find a former Tennessee Titan of that nature, just to try to bring them back and maybe get them involved and potentially with a Super Bowl. So we will be without Hassan Haskins, like I said, which is unfortunate to say the least. But yeah, it sucks. It definitely does, because especially how big of a role he's had in the later part of the season, especially with Tajay Spears going down in multiple games, or us just having to lean on him because he's more of that downhill runner and everything. Kind of does suck. A couple more things I do want to go over is, of course, dev trait upgrades and decreases and all that fun stuff. So we'll go into the just lineup screen. And some of these dev traits are going to definitely make it hard. So our 2 interior O linemen, Dixon and Malone, are going to keep their superstar, which is very nice. Nobody on the offensive side of the ball, from what I can tell, had an increase or decrease, at least from my knowledge anyway. I'm not seeing anybody that would have went up or down. So that is particularly a good thing. Defense side of the ball, though, some big ones. McCreary went up to superstar, which makes it really hard to move on from him. I was so in the mindset of moving on from him and going to Mark Vickers, just because Vickers will be so much cheaper and, we can develop him and all this fun stuff. I was so leaning heavy towards letting McCreary walk, but now that he's a superstar, it's kind of hard to let him walk. And the tough thing is, especially in the NFL, and I want to keep this franchise semi-realistic, is the fact that in the NFL you don't see a whole ton of sign-in trades, but I would want to go that route if at all possible. I would be willing to do so. Osa Digizua, I know he's a little bit older, but surprising he didn't go to star. And then Derek Wesley going up to Superstar X Factor, and Keenan McIntyre going up to star as well. So they both get it. Quentin Anger still without a dev trait, still sitting at that normal. But Derek Wesley going up to Superstar X Factor is kind of amazing. Keenan McIntyre going up to star, he definitely deserves that as well. So, nothing else, at least from my knowledge, yet. Trey Wolf didn't get a dev trait. I just missed too many kicks with him. Especially too many easy kicks, I will say at that. There were definitely a couple times where I just wasn't paying attention to the kick meter, whether it was doing something on my phone while I was doing it or something of that nature. Just didn't help out either. Let's go ahead and get the Super Bowl Media Day out of the way, just to get things underway in this video a little bit more. Every coach's dream to host the Lombardi Trophy as confetti rains down. You have a chance to do that for the first time this week. What would a win mean to you? Everything. I mean, it's just as simple as that. Most coaches can only dream of making it to a Super Bowl, let alone winning a Super Bowl. I think especially kids and young adults that have only been watching football since the mid 2000s to early 2010s, when those kids started paying attention to football and watching football and understanding football more, we were kind of spoiled. We had the Peyton Manning's going to 2 Super Bowls. We had Tom Brady going to a Super Bowl, it seemed like every other year. We've had, Patrick Mahomes winning back-to-back Super Bowls, winning 3 Super Bowls, all this different things. There's a ton of different, dynasties that we've had, more or less, over the last couple of years. So, well, not even the last couple of years, over the last, 10 or so years. We've had Doug Peterson have a good run with the Eagles. You've had Sean McVay, who just is seemingly continuously putting good teams together no matter how bad the team looks on paper. So like I was saying, I think kids of this era have been kind of spoiled in what we've seen. I will say that, just with what we've seen from, especially like Boston fans. They've been fucking spoiled with the riches of teams continuously being good. But, is what it is. We're going to do some upgrades here. Derek Wesley having 4. He's going to go all the way. He's up to a 90 with morale and temporary boost as well. Going to go 1 towards Power Rusher here. I don't want to get him up to that 80 mark for Power Rusher so that he does unlock a couple, extra abilities and stuff like that. I will want to get his run stopping up as well eventually. We'll go ahead and take a look at his abilities. Right now, it gives him Relentless. I don't know if I want that. I would kind of want, let's see here. What's a good one? I kind of want Fearmonger. I think that just makes it, or is Unstoppable? I'm going to do Unstoppable. Recuperation, I like. Reach Elite, I like. And then Persistence, pretty decent. I do like Stonewall. I'm going to go No Outsiders, help him in the run game. I just like Recuperation and Reach Elite because you're able to just, bring guys down and regain some of that, lost energy, especially from the edge rusher position where I want you on the field as much as possible. I think that's probably one of the better things. Caleb Farley going to be playing up to 98 going into the Super Bowl with the temporary and morale boost. Tajay Spears also getting a upgrade here as well. I'm going to go power back here because we will have to lean on him a little bit more in that downhill role. I don't know who exactly I'm planning on bringing in at the moment, but probably somebody that is a little bit more downhill because De'Aaron Evans is more of that pass catching and elusive back. Roger McCreary, like I stated, we're going to go to Christian Malone first. Going to work on agile still for Christian Malone. Just get him up to, getting up to those backers and stuff like that is a very good thing. Roger McCreary, like I said, it's so fucking hard to let him go now because of the fact that he is now a superstar. It just is, right? It's hard to let a superstar walk in free agency. If this was mid-season and we weren't doing good and he was a superstar, I could honestly see myself trading him off. Monty Hooker, who is only an 82. Apparently, I just put it on hybrid. That's fine. He plays a lot of man coverage for us anyway. Another guy that I kind of want to let walk just based off of the depth and some of the value that we have from some of the most recent draft classes and stuff. Like Mark Vickers is in such a good spot going into year 3 that's the main reason why I thought I was going to be moving on from Roger McCreary. Now, of course, there will be a lot of questions and stuff that we will go over once we get into the off season, of course. Hopefully, I'll be able to either stream that or at least record it sooner rather than later, of course. I'm going to be honest, I don't think you guys want to watch me upgrade every single player here, especially some of these guys that aren't as big names or guys that, won't be participating as much. So I'm just going to go ahead and skip past all this. So now with us having all the upgrades done and everything, we're just going to leave everything how it is for now. The one thing that I will say is we are going to go sign somebody real quick. And I looked at the running backs earlier, of course. There's definitely guys just in free agency as a whole that I'd love to bring in and get a Super Bowl trophy. Mitch Trubisky, become a Bears fan. I've never hated the dude because of who he is. I just don't like his football ability. Bringing Ryan Tannehill back would be a cool ideal storyline, but I just don't think I can do it. I kind of need somebody at the running back position to, help us out for the week. And I think the main person is Julius Chestnut here. The main reason why I'm going to be bringing him in over other guys that are going to be higher overalls and stuff is for the fact that if this was real life, he would probably still be on the practice squad for me. But because Madden is such a dog shit ass fucking development team, EA is such a dog shit ass development team when it comes to making, franchise good, he's not on the practice squad. If you don't know, they have not updated the practice squad rule since about 2020. They have not upgraded updated the injured reserve rules since about 2020 as well. There's so many different rules that they just haven't updated because they just don't care about it and they don't think the player base would care about it, that it's annoying. That's one of my biggest wish list items. I was going to make a wish list before the draft and I just didn't get around to it. Like I've said before, that is one of my biggest issues with Madden right now. It's just some of the fucking, rules and stuff not getting updated, and it's so fucking annoying. Like, I honestly made the joke to somebody. I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't even get the new kickoff rules in Madden this year, just because of how late it's got voted on and stuff. We will need to upgrade Roger McCreary's stuff. I'm gonna go medium route because he does play in the slot, and I'm gonna go short route KO. Let's just go all three. Yeah, we're just gonna play all three of the. These are just the best ones in my opinion. These are always the ones that I get the most success from, is just the man-to-man coverage, short route, medium route, and deep route. I was going to do recuperation, but let's just stick to what works and stuff like that. Let's get things underway in the Super Bowl, though. Let's fucking do this thing. This is now or never for this team. Let's get things underway. So yeah, the main thing I do want to just go over real quick is I need to stick to my game plan, right? Which is running the football, playing sound defense, going after the quarterback as much as possible, playing a lot of man. Like I said, running the football with success, throwing our deep shots when we need to, all that fun stuff. We need to win this Super Bowl. It's as simple as that. We're going down to Atlanta. We have to win this game. This is now or never. This is going to be our best opportunity. We have, a bunch of talent on this team for relatively cheap. It's only going to get more expensive from here, especially next off-season. Of course, I don't know if we're going to be playing a Season 5, but this is now or never. This is the time to go out and win the Super Bowl at this point. It's as simple as that. It really is. And I completely forgot that this is going to be a revenge game for Tyron Smith. He didn't get retained by the Cowboys last year. He is now in the Super Bowl facing against his former team. It seems like a rookie has taken his spot as well, because I did end up starting on the defensive side of the ball when I did hop into the game earlier. Like I said, I did go ahead and hop into the game just to see if Hassan Haskins was going to be able to play. Tyler Linton's going to have to be having a big game. Everybody's going to have to come up big here. We need our superstars and our stars to show out today. Hopefully we can go get it done. Oh, Tyler Linton! Tyler Linton has room! Tyler Linton has room! No! Oh! Breaks another tackle! Tyler Linton opens up the Super Bowl for the second time in league history. The opening kickoff has been returned for a touchdown. The only other guy, Devin Hester, the guy he was chasing all season for the return record, he just did something that only Devin Hester has also done. Tyler fucking Linton just made the play of the game. Let's fucking go. And of course, it cannot be stated without the blockers as well. What a fucking play from Tyler Linton. So, the Dallas Cowboys will have the ball to start off at the 25-yard line, taking the kneel on the kickoff. Wow, what a fucking way to start the Super Bowl. Dak Prescott, not a particularly bad year. 3,700 yards, 39 touchdowns, only one pick. So, not expecting him to make a whole ton of mistakes here today. Very conservative with the football. Didn't have to seem to really push the ball a whole ton this season, but definitely finished near the goal line. So maybe they just don't trust this offensive line in power football. Or power running football. Tyler Linton, what a fucking start. And to think, he didn't even start off the season super hot with a bunch of kick returns and stuff. Tony Pollard for 23 here. Like I said, Will Levis not really getting his chance to put his stamp on the game, but don't have to worry about that. If Tyler Linton's just going to take it all the way to the house, I'll take that as well. I'm not going to sit here and say that's a bad thing just because Will Levis didn't get to touch the field. Another 3-yard rush here from Tony Pollard. So they're also looking to be a very run-heavy team. Of course, they were in the past, of course, with guys like Zeke and stuff. Tony Pollard not leaving the Dallas Cowboys. Now, of course, he did go to the Tennessee Titans in real life. So, with us not really needing a running back, Caleb Farley, pick 6. Oh my God, what a way to start the Super Bowl. Caleb Farley and Tyler Linton Holy fuck. What a fucking play. And we're just standing here not celebrating. Okay. And to think, somebody was asking me for my gameplay sliders. So, and that brought up the thing where I was like, I should probably raise the CPU sliders for this game because it is the Super Bowl, right? Everybody's going to be playing to their fucking max. And I did that. I lowered our coverage ability. I lowered our defensive recognition ability. I lowered some of our stats and raised some of theirs. And to already start off the game the way we have with two, insane touchdowns is fucking insane. Amani Hooker there on a tackle. Negative 2-yard reception there for Jake Ferguson. Holy shit. We are off to a fucking start, to say the least. Gonna rush the passer here with Jeffrey Simmons. McCreary there in coverage. Can't quite get there. That's KJ Osborne, the former Minnesota Viking and now current New England Patriot in real life. So he will be on the Dallas Cowboys here, being their slot receiver. Like I said, the defensive line needs to come out and play again, like always. What would this flag be for? Is it offsides? Who the fuck is lined up offsides? Was I on somebody on accident? Keenan McIntyre. I probably was then. Jesus Christ. Well then, defense comes out with a big play to start off their drive, and so far nothing else. I mean, not to start off their drive. They did let up, 26-ish yards to Tony Pollard. And here's another 10 or so. Quentin Ayers now going down. His first injury of, I think, his career. He's going down, not feeling the greatest. So McCreary and Mark Vickers are going to get a lot of playtime here. Roger McCreary going to hop up to that number 2. Probably should have moved him up anyway because he is a superstar now. They're going to go to a fullback pass. Is it Hunter Lupecki? I don't remember how to say his name correctly. Probably should have done something of that nature, learning how to say some of their players' names. But let's get things underway. 1st and 10, they're going to hand off again to Tony Pollard. He's going to break left, and Osa Odighizuwa, another Dallas Cowboy, coming up big there with a stop on 1st and 10. Broken ribs, so he'll be out for the game. So we are losing Quentin Ayers, our number 2 corner. So McCreary is going to get a bigger spotlight here. So is Mark Vickers. They're both fighting for their spot, basically, at this point. So who will come up bigger? Now, of course, Roger McCreary is going to have that extra advantage with the superstar abilities and going to be able to, put some more pressure on these receivers right there. He technically gets his knockout ability to shine through 3rd and 10. Going to drop back, try to cover Palmer, cover this over-the-top stuff. And there's CeeDee Lamb, and he'll hold on to that football. Hooker just not able to get over there, and Farley, he lets go of him, lets him go up the sideline, and as soon as he does that, Dak's throwing a beautiful ball up the sideline, of course. Dak already off to a good start. Going to hop on Keenan McIntyre here, hopefully put some pressure on Dak. An immediate dump off to Tony Pollard, and Keenan Evans comes up with a big tackle there, taking him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal now from the 12, a negative 3-yard reception there for Tony Pollard. Keenan Evans, a guy that has just played so much better this season. He has really come alive, especially considering last season where, he was struggling. And even in the early parts of the season, it felt like he was struggling. He has played very good as of late, and hopefully he can continue that success. Yetur Gross-Matos is going to have a big task here going up against Tyler Smith, probably one of their best offensive linemen. It doesn't seem like they have Zach Martin, or at least he is injured at this point. So, 4th and goal now. They're going to settle for a field goal. It was a deep kick into the end zone. I didn't really feel like messing with it, so I just let it bounce. Will Levis and offense will come out onto the field today. Their first time coming out onto the field with 14 points already on the board, an 11-point lead. Kind of crazy. They don't have to come out here and do too much. Now, we are going to be asking a lot from these guys, especially this offensive line. Can they hold up against these edge rushers, as well as even Mozzie Smith, and I think that's Greg Gaines in the middle. Going to immediately go inside zone here to Tajay Spears. Getting tackled down after a 3-yard rush there. They have linebackers that can fly all over the field as well. They have Damone Clark. I think they still have Demarion Overshone, as well as some others. So they definitely do have some talent here at their linebacker position. And you even have Micah Parsons, who could drop back to that linebacker position if needed. And then DeMarcus Lawrence, still a very good player. Trevon Diggs as well. Just overall, they have a very, very, very good team. It's not that hard to overstate it, 3rd and 4 here after a decent rush from Tajay Spears. I don't really want to go to the pass game as much. I kind of want to stick to this run if we can. I have Spears run a quicker wheel route. I don't need him getting to that edge as much, especially with Tyler Linton coming down across the middle. They bring Trevon Diggs down, and there's Micah Parsons. He's going to get his first half sack of the game. Lindsey Goodwell just getting beat there. Not quite what we wanted. God, I'm going to have to remember that they have a little bit more time than we do. They'll have the ball at 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line, so they're going to start off with very good field position right out of the gate. Go Saul blitz 1 here. I do want to keep pressure on Dak Prescott, as well as I do want to keep this defensive line engaged as much as humanly possible, to be fair. We just got to keep the D-line going. And there's another breakup from Roger McCreary on KJ Osborne. Kind of a floated ball in the middle, and Roger McCreary able to respond there. Awesome, 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 awesome. That is always great to see. I'm going to go into base formation here just so that we're actually covering the middle of the field a little bit better. Vickers has to come down on KJ Osborne with 9-yard reception, not being able to knock it out. KJ Osborne being able to hold on to that football there. Like I said, we're going to have to get rid of the ball very quickly, especially with both those edge rushers. Maybe even keep Josh Oliver and Josh Wiley in a lot more today. 3rd and 1, play action fake. I bite on it. Von Florence not able to make the play on Schumacher. Unfortunate enough. We're going to send a corner blitz here. Going to have Roger McCreary go. I'm actually going to try to bring Shire down. No, I'm not going to be able to get back to him, I think, in time. I'm going to try to keep this O-line occupied for Roger McCreary. No, but Madden just knows that that's where McCreary's coming from. They don't even fucking test the waters with a backer standing 1 foot fucking away from him. Like, I don't know if you guys ever saw the video, but I think it was Soft Drink TV. He does a lot of great Madden videos and stuff, where he literally shows like in older Maddens and NFL 2K games, there's actual like changes to everything. If you bring a corner blitz, it's not the offensive line immediately sliding that way, knowing that it's coming and stuff like that. And on pitch plays, like different things can actually fucking happen. Sending extra pressure here. Mark Vickers getting burned by Palmer. Trey Palmer in. Thought we could trust Mark Vickers, and apparently not. They're going to go down and score a touchdown. 14-10 here. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line is where we are going to start. Going to go downhill with Tajay Spears right here, right now. This is a position where I'd rather have Hassan Haskins. That bigger frame just straight downhill. Yeah, he just... I mean, the Cowboys are definitely coming to play. Don't get me wrong, right? They definitely have a good defense. That can't be understated by any stretch of the imagination. But... man, I would rather have Haskins and his just big frame just going straight downhill. Going to run an outside zone almost here. Get Tajay Spears to the outside. Gets the 1st down and more. 4 for 19 on the day for him. Not particularly bad. Almost 5 yards. A rush here to start off the game. 1st and 10. And especially only the second offensive drive so far. Not particularly bad. 1st and 10. Going to go to this read option zone here. I thought it auto-handed to Spears here. I'm not going to lie. I honestly thought that it would auto-hand that to Spears. Like, you would actually have to push the button to take it out. I didn't think it was like a read zone. I thought it was more of a, like, you could throw the screen pass if you wanted to, but it would auto-hand it to Spears. But apparently not. Spears getting 10 here, if not more. Well, technically probably about 12. Going to go back to the line, go PA boot slide here. Try to get Will Levis and company on the move a little bit. Josh Oliver not really open and him stopping there. I don't... Madden trying to defend the fact that receivers just randomly stop. And I remember seeing something where it was like, well, some receivers are told to stop if it's zone coverage. But based off of where they stop, it's like, no, that's an illogical move. Like, why would you stop right next to the linebacker? Keep running, find the soft spot, and then stop. 2nd and 10, inside zone here to Tajay Spears. And we don't block the most immediate threat, which is that fucking linebacker. Why would you take the backside backer? There's no fucking reason to do that. Don't take the backside blocker. Jesus Christ, this is the shit that's going to lose us this fucking game. Like, it really fucking is. I'm going to send Burks on a slant, Spears on an out route. Let's get something going here, hopefully. Spears just can't get up fucking field. Like, Jesus, dude, turn up field and go. get the fucking separation and get the little bump and run and just can't do anything with it. 4th and 5, punting the football. What a beautiful fucking punt by Ryan Stonehouse and company. Down to the 4-yard line. Now, of course, whenever Madden gets into this situation, they fucking tend to cheese a little bit, so I won't be surprised if they break off a 30-yard run right now. It just is what Madden does, and anybody that plays Madden will attest to this. Anytime you pin Madden, especially on all Madden, near their own end zone, they will literally cheese the fuck out of you. If you step up to stop the run, they will throw a pass. If you drop back into coverage, expecting a run, expecting a pass, they will literally run it up the gut and have like fucking 32 blockers for your 11. I swear to God. 3rd and 2 now. Gonna send extra pressure here. Have this defensive line 5-on-5 against this O-line. I like our odds here. Cover the tight end. Oh, McCreary able to make a big play on CeeDee Lamb there. 4th and 2. Sidney Davis must be one of their offensive linemen possibly going down. Able to come up with a big stop there. McCreary coming up big here as well. Going to bring Pinnock back to help block for Linton, hopefully. No, just Dallas just getting down there ferociously. TA post dig. I know we haven't went to a whole ton of passing here early, but ooh, Linton. Linton's open against Deron Bland. Can't quite keep up with him. Tyler Linton. No, that's Treylon Burks. Jesus Christ, am I stupid? Good fucking play there from Treylon Burks, being able to break open. Having a very good playoffs. 30-yard reception there for him. Handoff here. Tajay Spears outside. Gets the edge and more. Trevon Diggs and company. And I think that's Damone Clark. I think 14's Damone Clark. I could be wrong. Having to come up and make the stop there. That linebacker coming down and being that A gap. I think we should be able to win this. Handoff left side. 2nd and 2. Spears downhill. Gets the first and a little bit more. I would like to see a little bit of De'Aaron Evans here today as well. Just because I do want to keep Spears a little fresh. Just so that we're not completely abusing him. I would not want to go to De'Aaron Evans full time. No offense to De'Aaron Evans. But especially in the Super Bowl. Just not really the greatest option right there. 3-yard rush. I felt the edge rushers coming. And I thought maybe Greg Gaines would get blocked a little bit better than that. But I guess not. Halfback stretch here. We're going to go 2nd and 7. I would like to run to this left side. I would rather run against Micah Parsons. Not saying he's the better player to run against. It's just they do have 2 superstars over there. And with both of them being, in the box type of guys. We're going to go slip screen here. Something I don't think we've ran all postseason. So the Dallas Cowboys shouldn't really be expecting this all much. But, I mean, we ran it plenty in the regular season. Yeah, they're throwing a blitz at us and the corner just drops immediately. I don't know if he was supposed to be in man coverage on Spears or what. But, man, he literally came downhill like he was blitzing and then immediately dropped and found Spears and just hit him. I'm going to bring... Yeah, take Wiley across because then that takes the linebacker out. Clock is ticking here with 3rd and 6. I'm going to let it run down as it is running. Going to take it down to about the 2-second mark. And then it's 5-on-5. Big. This O-line has to go win. O-line has to go win. Downhill. I just realized Dorian Dixon isn't even in. He didn't even start the fucking game for us, by the way. 4th and 1. I'm going for this. I do not give a fuck. I'm going for this. A touchdown here puts us up 11 going into half, basically. I'm going for this. Dorian Dixon isn't even starting. I love you, Titus Horn. I really fucking do. But I need Dorian Dixon in. He is my boy. He needs to be in. I don't know. It's because I had him starting at center last week 2 weeks ago to fill in for Christian Malone. We should be able to win this. Josh Oliver, go over there, help out. Tyron Smith on Micah Parsons. Taysom Hill downhill. Let's go. Tajay Spears into the end zone, touchdown. He almost didn't make it into the end zone, but did get the first down. And then he did eventually fall into the end zone. I would have almost preferred him falling not into the end zone right away. We could have taken probably another 35 seconds off. Dallas Cowboys will get the ball back with about a minute and 10, minute and 11, if not a little bit less. But still, going up 11 here almost before half is awesome. All 3 phases of the football scoring as well. Out to the 26 does come the Dallas Cowboys. We're going to send some extra pressure here with Keenan Evans. We're going to bring him down. We're going to start him over top of Tyler Smith. Rotate inside. Jeffrey Simmons gets free. Can he make a play? Yes, he does. Jeffrey Simmons coming up big. here in the Super Bowl, a sack on Dak Prescott, and that will immediately probably stall out a lot of the Dallas Cowboys' plans. They'll probably just take the ball to halftime for the most part. Probably run this football here and then probably take it to half. No, they're going to a pass play here. Can't connect with KJ Osborne. Dak Prescott already missing 7 of his passes. Stopping the clock here. This could be a decent situation. If we get the stop here on 3rd and 20, we could easily call timeout and get this ball back. And we are going to. 4th and 20. A good return here from Tyler Linton could be the difference as well. Or do we take the risk on straight rush? I think we take a risk on straight rush here. Bring Von Florence out just a little bit. Von Florence can't quite get there. I didn't want to dive and risk running into the kicker. And then Tyler Linton just get as many yards as possible here. Getting all the way up to the 50. 2 timeouts in 18 seconds. That's 3 plays right there. That's 3 good pass plays here. Gonna probably do a lot of shotgun formations, just quick throws, trying to get some yardage here. Would like to just keep Spears in, to be fair. Gonna send the line right to help on Micah Parsons. I'm telling you to send the line right. Thank you. Okay. Options are Linton to Wiley to Melton. I'm probably not even going to look at Burks for the most part. I might look at him real quick just to see where the zone coverage is. But outside of that, nothing. Yeah, I don't think I really have him. Oh my God, that's going to be... Yeah, that's my fault. That's... Why are we putting... Oh my God. Why are we putting a linebacker on CeeDee Lamb? Why the fuck would we do that? Why the fuck would we put a linebacker on CeeDee Lamb? That makes no fucking sense. 1st and 10. Now hop on Derek Wesley, help him out. He beats Terrence Steele. McCreary gets beat by Palmer. No better time to call this play right now. There's no better time to call this play than right now. I'm going to be honest. There's no better time. Can't think of a better time. 1st and 10. Going to go to PA slot and go. It gets floated. Linton breaks a tackle. Please. Linton! Oh my fucking God! Tyler fucking Linton! Oh my God, you are my father. Holy shit, Tyler Linton. Holy fuck. What a play. What a fucking play. Will Levis barely gets it out. Tyler Linton comes up with the catch, breaks 1 tackle, and is able to out-sprint the rest of the defense to the end zone. Oh my God. So the Dallas Cowboys, thinking that they cut the lead to just under, 8, I think? Yeah, thinking they cut it to 8, all of a sudden now find themselves down 15 after halftime. That was an insane half from our total team, just in general. Scoring on all 3 phases of the football, technically scoring in 4 different ways. You know, a rushing touchdown, a deep pass, a fucking pick 6, and a kickoff return. What a fucking time to be alive for a Titans fan right now. Probably thinking we have this in the bag. We just got to come out here, play 2 good quarters of defense here. Throw here to KJ Osborne, and that's not going anywhere. 3rd and 10, Dak Prescott in fucking hell right now. I'm going to send McCreary out to double onto fucking CeeDee Lamb. And we're going to only bring Shire as extra pressure. Here's Farley! No, can't keep his feet in bounds, but not a good pass there from Dak. 4th and 10. Momentum fully in our direction, and they just can't get anything going. I mean, let's be real. Tyler Linton has just won Super Bowl MVP just from his 2 plays. He has over 150 yards and 2 touchdowns on probably like 3 touches. You know, if you're taking away his punt returns anyway. 1st and 10 here. Going to hand off the ball to Spears. Inside zone. Just get it going downhill. Good blocking there from a lot of our guys. The run game should be pretty good here. Now, of course, they will be expecting it a little bit more because we do want to salt away a little bit of this clock and get things going. Just what a fucking play from Will Levis and Tyler Linton to end the half. Here's another run, and Damone Clark, I think that is, right? Is that Damone Clark? Yeah, that's Damone Clark. Okay, so who's 14 then? Okay, this is going to bug me if I don't fucking go figure this shit out before we get going. It is Marquise Bell. That's who it is. They have CJ Mosley, by the way. And then they have 3 good safeties. And then they have Demarion Overshone, Maurice Wharton. I don't remember looking at him in the draft process. So, 3rd and 5 here, though. Going to go to the air here and actually send him out to this right side here and get him going immediately. I might just keep him in as a smoke screen here. Yeah, let's just keep him there. They're playing zone. Just dump it off to Spears. See if he can pick up the first. He does. And a little bit more. 5 for 7, 117 yards. A pick and a touchdown for Will Levis. Now, of course, he got lucky on the touchdown, but he also got unlucky on the interception. It was all my fault. I thought I hit a different button. I guess I must have fat-fingered it there. So, unfortunately, throwing a pick. 1st and 10 here. And drop back to pass, trying to look for something a little bit quicker. Bo Melton beats his man because of a rub. And, man, it's floated too fucking long. Come on. I know I probably should have thrown that a little bit sooner or maybe even bullet past it. But, man, that needs to be delivered a little bit more than that. I was thinking more of a touch pass at most. 2nd and 10, inside zone here to Tajay Spears. Downhill, Damone Clark can't get us. Wilson, yes. I thought it was Wilson. I just didn't want to misspeak there. 3rd and 1 here. They're going to crush this defensive line. What gives them the idea that we were going to run a fullback dive? Like, come on, Madden. Stop cheesing a little bit, please, here. I know you're down, but, man. 3rd and 1, mountain zone, downhill. Tajay Spears, DeMarcus Lawrence able to make a play. Well, I wasn't expecting Roger McCreary to get stuck on our own guy, but that happened, so that was nice. 1st and 10. They're going to go handoff here. Tony Pollard, Von Florence in the hole. So is Shair, I think that was. I thought that was Jeffrey Simmons for a second. No, that was Shair. Apparently that was only his first tackle of the game, too, by the way. So, not off to a particularly hot start for Shair. Going to hop on Keenan McIntyre, help out on this pass rush. Somebody get home. Mark Vickers there in coverage. Just can't quite get there, Ferguson. Now, of course, I'm not expecting these corners to be just like the best shutdown corners. We're going up against a Super Bowl contender. Like, we're going up against them for a fucking reason. They're here for a fucking reason. So I'm not just expecting, Vickers and McCreary just to come out here and play lockdown. But, man, some of these throws they got to get to a little bit better. Caleb Farley able to make a play on CeeDee Lamb. And now we're going to drop back into zone. 2nd and 10 now. We're going to pretend to blitz, come back out. KJ Osborne there. McCreary can't make a play. Neither can Vickers there. Running that zig, and unfortunately, Madden just has such a control of being able to throw the ball where they want. They literally just fucking throw it as he's trying to break out of that zig route. Run here to Tony Pollard, and Derek Wesley can't bring him down. Gets that outside shed look, 2nd and 9 now. So his superstar ability did activate and was able to get a free just a little bit quicker because of that. 2nd and 9 here, dropping into zone, covering the tight end. It's 4 verts. Tony Pollard trying to hold on to that football, but Shair right there. Shair also has played phenomenally well, and he is worth every penny that we paid him. Just, what was it? Because he's going to be a free agent, I think, going into next year. Not this offseason, but next. So, it would have been 2 years ago now at this point. Vickers standing there, covering his man, and Dak throws it basically right at the tight end, and Vickers just able to come up and lay the boom on Trey Palmer. 4th and 9, having to settle for a field goal here. Probably not the best situation for the Cowboys. Starting off at the 30, though. Not a bad return, just could have been better. You can go inside zone here again from the shotgun look. Spears able to get to the outside, trying to get that edge. Not quite. Marquise Bell and that safety were able to come down and just barely get enough of us. Tajay Spears having a really good day, unfortunately, Tyler Linton's just having an incredible day. So, unfortunately, he will not walk away with Super Bowl MVP. But Tyler Linton, I guarantee will. Tyler Linton here. Throw underneath. Another big catch and run. And he gets up to the 43. Tyler Linton. What a fucking day from the rookie. God damn, is he a Hester 2.0 just not starting off as a cornerback through his career? 1st and 10, dropping back to pass, trying to find something. They're just playing too far off of Treylon Burks, and he's going to have another big catch there. Gets up to the 32 here. 2 for 41 on the day for him. Like I said, he has come alive since the playoffs have started. He's played even better than what he was playing during the regular season. So, 1st and 10, back to pass again, trying to find something. Going to throw it out to Spears here. He has that jukebox. He's going to use it. 6-yard reception there. 40 seconds remaining in the quarter. Clock is ticking, and Dallas needs a stop here if they want any chance of coming back into this football game. We're going to bring Bo Melton on a drag, and we're actually going to have Linton on an out route, and we're going to bring him in. As soon as he gets inside of Bo Melton, I'm snapping the football. Trying to switch up this defense just a little bit, and Diggs gets bumped, and Linton able to have a big catch there. Diggs gets bumped off his route by Bo Melton and his guy that was covering him, and Tyler Linton just being able to be open. Unfortunately, Bo Melton's just not getting a whole ton of looks right now. We won't forget all the sacrifices Bo Melton has made through his career for us. He's played phenomenally well when we've needed him to. Today's just not his day, right? He just doesn't have the matchup of that nature. Spears walk-in touchdown. This should just about do it. Going up almost 3 scores here. Going into the fourth. Just not a whole ton the Dallas Cowboys can do here at this point. We would have to have an insane sell job to lose this football game at this point. So Dallas will have the ball at the 25-yard line. Dak has to get something going here. I know he hasn't been completely helped by some of his receivers dropping balls. KJ Osborne, I'm looking at you. But you got to get something going on this drive. 1st and 10. Zone coverage here underneath KJ Osborne. Try to bring him down. 2nd and inches now. Going for the strip there with Keenan Evans. Just trying to pop that ball out. See if we can force a turnover and get going in the correct direction. And then, like I said, just going to keep McCreary in coverage. We're just going to put him on CeeDee Lamb there. Ferguson underneath here against Hooker, able to catch and run on that short route. 3 for 18 on the day for him. Not a whole ton looking downfield, but so far has been a reliable target for Dak. 1st and 10, dropping into zone, covering this middle of the field. I see CeeDee Lamb coming across. Just can't quite get there and stay underneath of it. Was able to just get past us just enough. Keenan Evans just not being able to keep up. CeeDee Lamb, an excellent receiver. Probably even better in this game now, 3 years into the future. 1st and 10. Going to hop on to Evans. He's going to be playing over the top of CeeDee Lamb. I don't particularly think that this is a good matchup. Go get fucking Dak, please. Somebody go fucking rock his shit. If he's going to run the football, go rock him. Granted, if he wants to run the football at this point, taking a lot of time off the clock for just a couple yards. 2nd and 3 now. There's the tight end Ferguson. I almost said the Ferguson. Good job. Going to hop on Shire since it's bunches right. It's a RPO, and it's a throw to KJ Osborne, by the way. 2nd and 9. Dallas just has no sense of urgency right now. Being down 3 scores is so weird to just sit here and just fucking take this. Like, there's no sense of urgency right now from the Cowboys. 3rd and 9. Like, you can only dink and dunk so many times before you have to get something going. I don't understand this right now. I really, really don't from the point of the Cowboys. I would be looking downfield. I understand we have a good defensive line, and it might be a little harder, but, man, I miss a play with Hooker, by the way. That could have ended very terribly. That would be pretty nice if we didn't do that. Keenan McIntyre and Derek Wesley on the same side. McIntyre trying to get there. McCreary having bring down Tony Pollard. Just holds him up just enough for the rest of his teammates to come in and make a big play there. McIntyre. I'm going to try to run a stunt here. Get to the inside. He does. Dak forced out of the pocket. Vickers one-on-one with Pollard. Can't quite bring him down, but Evans able to rally and get there. 3rd and 4 now. Again, I'm going to try to loop inside, see if Tyler Smith will recognize. No, I can't quite get there. McIntyre, I'm going to actually drop into coverage, and Von Florence with a big knockout from CeeDee Lamb. 4th and 4. And they got to go for it at this point. Robert one press. I'm actually going to have Hooker play down into that zone, and I'm going to bring Florence. I'm going to use her with him. Cover this inside middle part, and Ferguson not able to get there. Bad ball from Dak, and that will just about do it here in Atlanta. Dallas offense struggling here. 1st and 10, handoff downhill. Spears, we're going to keep the ball in his hands. We're going to trust him at this point. I would have loved to get Dearrington Evans a couple carries here in the Super Bowl. I think he'll probably be just happy enough with a Super Bowl ring. So will Julius Chestnut. 2nd and 7. We're going to go downhill again with Spears. Going to run the football here a lot. Got to put shoe clock on, though. I can't be running the football and not putting shoe clock on and taking off as much time as humanly possible at this point. In this quarter, before 2-minute warning. 1, and snap the football. Draw here, and Malone just doesn't get enough. Why are you going up to the safety? Be worried about the linebacker. If we can't clear that linebacker, if we can't get up to the third level because you aren't clearing out that linebacker, there's no reason for you to be blocking the safety. 1st and 10 at the 46. Very good starting field position here for the Dallas Cowboys. Going to send some extra, well, not extra pressure. Keenan Evans is going to be that 4th rusher. Going to try to send a stunt here. Get to Jeffrey Simmons the other side. And that's a very good play from Evans, forcing pressure onto Dak immediately. Having to get that ball out, and Shire in very good coverage there against Ferguson. Jesus, everything is locked for me apparently. Or everything at least the coaches are trying to suggest. I'm going to hop on Wesley here. McIntyre. I'm going to try to win against Steele here. Speed rush. He wins it. Wesley and McIntyre meeting at the quarterback. Our edge rushers. Our young edge rushers coming up big. 3rd and 21. Timeout, Dallas Cowboys. We have the... Yeah, at this point, it's over for them. It really is. They're going to try their hardest. They're not going to give up here. There's no reason to give up in the Super Bowl. You may as well go out swinging, but it's over. It really is. 3rd and 21. Going to stay on McIntyre. I'm going to try to run a spin move. Force upfield. No. Swing move. And McIntyre, big strip sack there. Hop on McIntyre. I want to do a spin move. I want a successful spin move, but just can't quite get it. Dak trying to go for Lamb. He's able to catch it, but no sauce. Nothing going. Not the first down that they needed. 4 for 100 for CeeDee Lamb on the day. A couple drops with a couple knockouts. Dak throws a good ball, just nowhere near the first down marker. And able to come up with the tackle. 1st and 10. Gonna hand off Spears here again. Just nothing going. I'm gonna take him out at this point. Fuck it, if we go to a power look here. Fuck it, Julius Chestnut can get a carry or two. Ooh, I kind of want to take shoot clock off because I do want to get them a couple rushes. 2nd and 10, inside zone here. Evans trying to cut up field. Nothing quite going, but he still gets 5. It's a good run there from our not our rookie. What the fuck am I saying? Our backup there. We go gun 0-1 trap here. This should work with their 4-3. It works a lot better against the 4-3. 3rd and 6, 0-1 trap. Just Dorian Dixon, what are you doing? Let that fucking D-tackle come upfield. That's part of the play, is letting him come upfield so we can blow his ass out of the way so we can run straight down. I'm gonna give Chestnut a run here. We're gonna go halfback stretch left side, 4th and 4. Don't really care. Gonna give him a run here. Just hand off. Chestnut downhill, gets a big gain there. Gonna call a timeout. We're gonna get one more in. I almost want to do this. Just to be disrespectful. We're gonna do it. Gonna keep Wiley in. We're gonna send Oliver to that other side. Help out under Marcus Lawrence. They're fucking... Okay, send the line to the left side. Help out on Parsons then. Yeah, just nothing going. Just throw the football away. I don't want another pick for Levis. Levis only having to throw the ball 13 times, by the way, because our defense and our special teams came up so big. And Tyler Linton running onto the field like that just made me fucking chuckle, by the way. Holy shit. Yeah, Tyler Linton. I don't care what the game says. Even if it gives it to somebody else, Tyler Linton is the Super Bowl MVP, and there's no question about that. There is no way around it. No question about it. Tyler Linton, kick return touchdown, big receiving touchdown. He fucking played phenomenal. Dak Prescott would... Why the fuck would the Cowboys even be on the field? Dak Prescott would have already been off the field. As soon as the clock hit 0, he would already be off the field. Like, you had an abysmal performance. Your offense kind of stalled out on certain plays. Your defensive backs let up a lot. Like, Evans celebrating on the podium because technically he's listed as the RB1 right now. For some reason, Josh Oliver is up there as well. Will Levis winning a Super Bowl. What a moment for him as well. And Tyler Linton, Super Bowl MVP, Tyler Linton. Tyler Spears, definitely a good game though. 20 rushes, 98 yards, 2 touchdowns. Very good game from him. Mark Vickers, a couple bad plays here and there, but, thrusting into the starting role suddenly. Tyler Linton, just, like I said, what a big game from him. Caleb Farley as well. Pick 6 to start off the defensive drives. Just, what a fucking game from the Tennessee Titans team. I mean, we just had so much talent on this team, and we developed so well throughout the year. Can't wait for Season 4. What a fucking ride it has been. Yeah, nothing really else to say. If you guys are enjoying this content or the content here on my channel, I would appreciate it if you guys do stick around and subscribe. Now I'm going to go back to the main menu and discuss things. It's not like we're looking forward to a week. We'll discuss all the off-season stuff in the off-season vid, so stick around for that. I don't know when that will come out. I might live stream it if I feel like it. I don't know, and depending on my schedule and stuff like that. But what a fucking day from the Tennessee Titans team. What a day. It's as simple as that. What a day. You know, our star players came to show out. Tyler Linton came to show out. Caleb Farley came to show out. Our defensive line showed out. You know, did they have a fucking 10-sack day? No, but they had, I think, 2 sacks and a bunch of hurries. You know, our corners came out and played to the best of their abilities. The offensive line came out and gave very good run blocking for the most part. Will Levis wasn't asked to do a whole ton. What a day. What a day. Especially considering the fact that he had a higher completion percentage than Dak. He threw 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Dak threw a pick, and it was returned for 6. So, you know, Levis technically has the advantage there. Like I said, stick around for Season 4. All other content as well. It's still doing the rookie showcases and stuff like that. Still have roster updates coming out for both 2K and Madden. Of course, with the NBA Finals probably being over or going to be over by the time you guys see this. Some more roster updates for 2K should be coming out as well. But with that being said, guys, like I said, if you guys do enjoy any of the content, please stick around and subscribe, and I'll be back with more videos like this. I'm out. Peace.